So today I want to show you about my setup, my little home studio, if you will, where I film all of my videos. Now I only have one camera working right now, and that's this camera. And so I will I'll switch over to my work laptop and film on there when I'm talking about the camera specifically. But in the meantime, I'm going to grab the camera and kind of just do a little walk around my little studio area here and point out my lights and my mic setup and things of that nature, just so you can get an idea of what I use and what I do to film my videos. And then I'll show you my desk and where I edit all my videos to round out the video. All right, so here's a little tour. All right, so I switched over to my lavalier mic, also called a lapel mic. And this is just a wide angle view here of my little kitchen dining room area, which is right next to my kitchen. And this is where I sit and film all of my videos for the most part. Here's a look at my tripod right here. This is kind of where this tripod rarely moves. I do move it for close-ups when I'm cooking, but when I'm just sitting at the table for the wide shots, that's what I use. This is my shotgun mic that I have mounted to a Amazon Basics mic stand. This is a Video Pro mic. Really like this mic a lot. It's reasonably priced and you get some really decent sound out of it. As you can see, I have it mounted to this mic stand. Down there, okay? Now this is the, and then I have just my normal chandelier lights up there that are on all the time when I film. And this is one of my professional lights here. Someday I'm going to switch these out to some nice LED lights because these get really hot. But these put out a great amount of light. And but they are tungsten color. And that's why I have just a little bit of an orangish look, or it's an indoor lighting. I honestly prefer the white, more cool balance look, which is the outdoor lighting, or what they call daylight balance. But that's okay. They look pretty good. So that's one of my lights. And then over here is my softbox light. This is a quartz light. A really, really powerful light, puts out tons of light. It's really hot and it's really noisy. One thing about video is you want to make sure to have ample light. Otherwise you can start getting artifacts in your video. It'll get grainy looking and it just won't look as clear as it could with enough light. Now there are definitely things that you want to do, creative lighting and things like that, when you're filming movies, other things like that. But this is my basic setup that I use probably 80% of the time. And I don't ever take it down. I just keep it all set up. And then over here in the kitchen, it's pretty dark. I'm not going to show you the kitchen wide angle because it's really dirty. But here is another light that I have mounted, so when I'm in here cooking and doing things on the stove or whatnot, I'll turn this light on and I'll turn some of the other lights over this way to light up this area more. Really neat. Okay, now I'm going to switch over to the laptop camera and I'll show you my camera that I'm using. All right, everyone, so here we go. I am sitting at the table again and I got my laptop set up to record this just so I could show you the camera. And here we go. Here is my camera. It is a Canon 70D and I love this thing. It has been my workhorse camera. I've used this for quite a while now, almost 5 years I've been using this camera and I love it. It's my first DSLR that I bought and I couldn't be happier with it. And just some features that I like about this is this has this focus capability. So what you can do, also it's really nice that this flips around, but most DSLRs do that. But what you do is you just tap the screen wherever you want it to focus and it focuses right on it. which is really nice because I film everything by myself. And then that way I can just film myself without being worried that my video is not going to be in focus. Another thing that I like about DSLRs in general for video is you can get some really nice shallow depth of field shots, and then what that means is the background is blurry, but your subject is in nice focus, and just gives it more of a cinematic look. I'm not going to go into all the details about this camera. I pretty much just wanted to show you what it was. One thing I will point out is this Juice Link mixer, and the reason why I got this mixer is because it allows me to plug in professional XLR mics and have the sound be synced with my video. So why don't I just use the internal capabilities of the video on here? Well, if I was just to take my shotgun mic that I showed you and plug it in on here, I could do that, but you get a lot of camera noise from the camera when you do that. And so what I like to do is I like to use this mixer. One, I can plug in a lot of different microphones into this. Also, I can turn the gain way down on my camera, and I can turn the gain way up on my mixer and get a nice, clean, loud, crisp sounding sound. So really neat, that's why I do that. Now, another thing which is nice is I could use an external audio recorder. I have one of those, a Zoom H4n, and I can plug microphones into that and use that. And I do that on occasion for certain circumstances. But when you do that, you need to sync up your sound with whatever video that you're filming with your camera. And so since this is plugged in with this mixer, my sound is already synced and it comes out really, really nice. So yeah, that's a little look at this camera. This lens that I have on here is an 18 to 135 millimeter lens. I like it, it's a great lens. I have other lenses. My two favorite lenses are my 50 millimeter 1.4 and my 28 millimeter 1.8. I use those lenses the most. So that's just a quick little look at my camera setup and my little home studio setup. And now I'm just going to show you my little editing setup really quick and call it a day. All right, here we are at my desk, my little command center, if you will. And first thing you'll notice is I have my trusty iMac. It's really old. I need to get a new one. But it's been with me for quite a long time. And then I have my other monitor. Both of these are 27-inch. I love 27-inch monitors, and I love having dual monitors. I would not go back to just single. It makes life so much easier to have two monitors, especially when editing and whatnot. And then I have a really messy desk here. It's a controlled mess, I assure you. But this is where I sit and do all of my work when I'm not at the studio, like work studio, and not filming in my home studio. So there we go, just a little bit of a look. And also, if I'll bring this up, I don't know if you can see it. So there we go, I use Adobe Premiere to edit all my videos, and I use Adobe After Effects to do any kind of visual effects, compositing, and things of that nature. All right, everyone, thank you for tuning in and taking a look at my little home studio here. Once again, my name is Matt Taylor. This has been another episode of In the Kitchen with Matt. Thank you for joining me. As always, if you have any questions or comments or requests, put them down below and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Thumbs up, down in the corner, push it. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and check out my other videos. Take care.